Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Wednesday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is a list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Thursday, for your Friday, the upcoming weekend, and on to the first half of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Wednesday night with as I open up my National Day calendar segment. And here's my featured National Day holiday for tonight, the second Wednesday in October. And of course, earlier today, on this second Wednesday in October, today was National Emergency Nurses Day. On this day, the second Wednesday in October, National Emergency Nurses on this day, the second Wednesday in October. National Emergency Nurses Day recognizes the dedication of ER nurses across the nation, and it takes place during Emergency Nurses Week. We take this day to say thank you to the emergency room nurses for their hard work, dedication, service, and commitment. Emergency room nurses are the first people we see when we have an accident or a medical emergency. They work hard to put us at ease and eliminate pain and discomfort. As they provide unwavering care to their patients and families, their loyalty to the emergency nursing profession does not go unnoticed. The day encourages us to let them know just how important they are in keeping hospitals running smoothly. According to the CDC, per 100 persons, 45.8 visits were recorded. Since the ER nurse will be the first to see the patient, their training means the utmost to the patient. Most ER nurses earn a degree as a registered nurse. Beyond their degree program, many nurses continue their training, advancing their skills and improving their knowledge of the ever-changing medical field. Some will specialize as well. Statistics on ER nurses are difficult to find. However, there are over 3 million RNs in the U.S. workforce today. Here are 7 Emergency Nurses Day ideas. While not everyone has experienced an emergency visit, of course, you could still participate in this day. 1. Learn more about the day in the life of Learn more about the day in the life of an emergency nurse. 2. Send them a note of care and support. 3. Put together care packages for emergency nurses. Add bottled water, energy snacks, a card of encouragement, or a coffee gift card. 4. Share your experiences under the care of an emergency nurse. 5. Give them a word of compassion. 6. Help your hospital organize an event to show your support and appreciation for nurses. 7. Give a shout out on social media to an emergency nurse you know. No matter how you thank them, don't forget to use hashtag Emergency Nurses Day to post on social media. Sponsored by the Emergency Nurses Association since 1989, this day is part of Emergency Nurses Week. The most common types of nurses are registered nurses, or RN, and licensed professional nurses, LPN. However, only RNs qualify as emergency room nurses. While an LPN may perform certain duties in an ER, only RNs hold the role of an ER nurse. Other types of nurses include certified nursing assistants, advanced practice registered nurse, clinical nurse specialist, nurse practitioner, critical care registered nurse, surgical assistant registered nurse, labor and delivery nurse, neonatal nurse, oncology nurse, among others. Several different types of nurses. So today is the day we've taken time to show appreciation to our emergency nurses, or ER nurses, on National Emergency Nurses Day. It is always each year on the second Wednesday in October. Today also was National Moldy Cheese Day. On this day, National Moldy Cheese Day is a unique holiday that is observed each year. Of course, this day celebrates delicious cheeses. I'll make this one very brief. A cheesemonger is a person A cheesemonger, excuse me. A cheesemonger is a person who specializes. A cheesemonger is a person who specializes in cheeses, butter, and other dairy products. They may take umbrage at the ordinary person's offense of moldy cheese. Well, depending on the type of mold, of course. Some cheese molds, red or brown teen molds, for example, are offensive. Toss those bacteria-contaminated moldy cheeses in the garbage quickly and move along to the gray, blue, or green colored moldy cheeses in the fridge instead. Like a sommelier pairs between the best wines with meals, a cheesemonger provides an expert. Like a sommelier pairs best with wine. Like a sommelier pairs the best wines with meals, a cheesemonger provides expert advice on artisan cheeses for recipes, banquets, and sources for restaurants. Cheeses such as Maytag Blue, Roquefort Blue, Camembert, Gorgonzola, and Stilton are a few of the moldy reasons cheese lovers celebrate on this day. Moldy cheese gets such colorful phrases. For example, the fuzzy mold on a wheel of fresh brie is called cat's fur. These blooming rind cheeses take some careful maintenance. However, the results are satisfying. Isn't the best food is a bit of science experiment anyway. Gorgonzola cheese is made with three different kinds of mold spores. It's a milder blue cheese, but gorgonzola is creamier and earthier. Toss it with pasta and mushrooms for an outstanding meal. Also complements any cheese plate. Add apples and tart dried cranberries. And of course, this National Day holiday is about a special type of cheese. I mean, I would pass on because for one, I'm not a cheese eater. Now of course, let's see. Excuse me. Alongside National Emergency Nurses Day and National Moldy Cheese Day, today also was National Pro-Life Cupcake Day, Pandas Awareness Day, National Curves Day, National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day, National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work School Day. Also today was National Stop Bullying Day. And here are some of our famous people who have celebrated their birthdays on this day, Wednesday, October 9th. Today, Bella Hadid turns 28. Today, model Bella Hadid turns 28. Rock singer Landon Barker turns 21. Country singer Megan Maroney turns 27. TV actor Tyler James Williams turns 32. Tennis player Ben Shelton turns 22. Football player George Kittle turns 31. TV actor Louis Hines turns 23. Rapper Lecrae Moore turns 45. Drummer Cole Preston turns 28. Movie actor Jacob Batalon turns 28. Reality star Sharon Osbourne turns 72. TV actor Lime Woodrum turns 22. Pop singer Amy Gabrielli turns 22. Country singer Scotty McCreery turns 31. TV actress Lulu Lambros turns 21. Family member Donna Kelsey turns 72. TV actor Steve Burns turns 51. Politician David Cameron turns 58. Movie actor Brandon Roth turns 45. TV actor Tony Shalhoub turns 71. Composer Sean Lennon turns 49. TV actor Tommaso Sanelli turns 20. TV actor Zachary Ty Bryan turns 43. Tattoo artist Jan Bay turns 40. And rapper Gitz turns 40. Also, director Guillermo del Toro turned 60. So those are some of our famous Americans that have celebrated their birthday on this Wednesday, October 9th. And of course, today John Lennon would have celebrated his 80. Today, rock singer John Lennon would have celebrated his 84th birthday. And so would wrestler Eddie Guerrero. Also, wrestler Eddie Guerrero would have turned 57 years old today. So those are your famous Americans that have celebrated their birthdays here on this Wednesday, October 9th. Let's move on to you. What of course I've heard you. I know you've heard about the news, all the news about major Hurricane Milton, which I will get to you, which I will get with you guys in just a few seconds. Near average temperatures are expected tonight with overnight lows mostly. Near average temperatures are expected tonight with overnight lows mostly ranging from the lower to mid 50s. And of course, here are averages and records for this day, Wednesday, October 9th. 82 is your normal high temperature. 58 is your normal low temperature. Record high is 94 degrees set on this date back in 2015. 36 is a record low set on this date back in 1917. And of course, it says that we have a hazardous weather outlook, although, excuse me, although other than the hazardous weather outlook, we're basically not experiencing any watches or warnings here on this Wednesday night. All is quiet here, and if you look on the Shreveport radar tonight, all is quiet. But on the regional radar, most of the southern region of the United States is basically quiet. Save for if you look towards Florida, that's why all the rainfall that's happening associated from Florida all the way all the way up to the Georgia border. This is all being associated with it's been associated with Hurricane Milton. Of course, Hurricane Milton has earlier this week. Hurricane Milton has peaked as a Category 5 hurricane. Of course, fortunately, still a potentially dangerous storm. Hurricane Milton has made landfall just off the west coast of the Florida Peninsula. I will have more about it in just a few seconds. So just praying for our Floridians as they have become affected by this powerful and dangerous hurricane. So today, like yesterday, we managed to experience basically the entire day with wall-to-wall sunshine, except just a couple clouds. But basically today has turned out to be. So basically today, like yesterday, it's been another day with wall-to-wall sunshine, and also another nice and comfortable and pleasant day with low humidity and also seasonally warm temperatures. So it got just a few degrees warmer than yesterday. We actually topped it at 88 degrees earlier today. But there's a warm up on the way. Alongside that, we also have another warm up on the way, and of course, for those of you that's wanting or expecting rainfall, you may or may not be happy. So there's another warm up on the way as we're about to see temperatures reaching the 90s for hopefully this one final time this year, and then and of course next week I actually have a better taste of fall like temperatures. Now this morning we start off in the 50s. Our low temperature this morning was 57 degrees. That's the coolest it's been since April. So one of our coolest mornings we've experienced so far this season. That's something nice. So for the second time this season, we've managed to drop into the 50s. I've been looking forward to those for at least over a month now. And of course, this morning's low temperature of 57 degrees is the coolest we've seen since April. But there's another huge warm up on the way. I'll let you guys know how warm it will be getting within the next few days. And also if you like, also have some if you prefer the taste, I also have an even better taste of fall in the forecast. I'll tell you guys more about it in a few minutes. And of course, next week we could be experiencing even cooler temperatures. I'll let you guys know exactly how low we get as we go into next week. Temperature outside here on this Wednesday night is 64 degrees with clear skies. Winds are from the northwest at 3 miles per hour. Humidity is 60%. Dew point is 50 degrees. So it's another night of relatively lower humidity. But this time last night our dew point temperatures were in the 40s. So so we still have dry air in place. So it's been another nice and comfortable evening that was set the stage for us to bottom out in the 50s again tomorrow morning. So that's where we are temperature wise here on this Wednesday night. So here's what the hazardous weather outlook, what could be on the way as we go into the next few days. A slow warming trend will unfold late this week with some more above average 90s looming this weekend. However, record highs on Sunday will come back down below average with a nice strong cold front arriving early next week. We may even see some shower activity develop as the front and upward trough linger over the region. No other hazardous weather is expected at this time. So, as of right now, I do not have any significant rain chances on the way anytime soon. I will give you guys more in detail as the days come closer. Now I'm going to give you some. Now, Major Hurricane Hilton makes landfall near Siesta. Major Hurricane Hilton makes landfall near Siesta Key, Florida. Life-threatening storm surge, extreme winds, and flooding rains will continue to occur. Major Hurricane Milton makes landfall near Siesta Key, Florida. Life-threatening storm surge, extreme winds, and flooding rains will continue to occur across portions of central and southwestern Florida. Milton is expected to remain a hurricane while it crosses the Florida Peninsula. Please continue to monitor the National Hurricane Center webpage for the latest updates. We're not done. Unfortunately, we're not done with Milton just yet. So Milton as expected. I did explain to you guys during the past couple of nights that at some point this week, I'd say at least by Wednesday, which has happened to be today, Milton would be making landfall. Making landfall as it crosses Florida. So we still have two storms active in the tropics. So we still have another storm active in the tropics. And it appears that, unfortunately, the tropics are not going to let up anytime soon, because as we go into the rest of October, possibly ending the month, we could see another series of tropical disturbances. But I wonder, will any of these be as strong as Milton? Hurricane Milton is a powerful tropical cyclone that made landfall in the U.S. state of Florida less than 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene devastates the state's Big Bend region. The 13th named storm, 9th hurricane, 4th major hurricane, and 2nd Category 5 hurricane of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season, Milton developed from a long-track tropical disturbance which originated in the Western Caribbean Sea and consolidated in the Bay of Campeche on Saturday. That will be last Saturday, October 5th. The storm then underwent explosive intensification and became a Category 5 hurricane on Monday. While still over the Gulf of Mexico, at peak intensity, the hurricane was the 5th most intense in the Atlantic on record, and is the most powerful tropical cyclone worldwide in 2024. Milton weakened to a Category 4. Milton weakened to Category 4 after an eye wall replacement cycle, then regained strength and became a Category 5 hurricane again. The hurricane weakened as it turned northwest towards Florida, eventually falling to a Category 3 before making landfall on Siesta Key. Ahead of the hurricane, Florida declared a state of emergency, which many coastal residents were ordered to evacuate. Preparations were also undertaken in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. As of today, Milton has killed at least 6 people. The hurricane also caused several tornadoes in Florida. And of course, so there's been at least greater than 6 fatalities and 3 direct and 3 indirect. So there's been at least 6 fatalities with at least 3 injuries, whether direct or indirect, and the damage is unknown in areas affected in northern Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, Greater Antilles or Cuba, southeastern United States, especially Florida and Georgia, Lucania Archipelago, or the Bahamas. So here's where Milton has made his landfall, portions of southwest Florida earlier this evening. just nearly almost 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene made landfall in Florida's Panhandle, in the Big Bend region of Florida. So we know it's a satellite from the International Space Station, showing that Hurricane Milton as a Category 5 storm in the Gulf of Mexico on Tuesday of this week. And back to the radar image of Hurricane Milton making landfall. Prayers for all families and friends who are affected. And 33 Waffle House locations in Milton's projected path were closed, indicating the red level on the Waffle House index. So here are the impacts, and we've seen impacts across Mexico and Cuba. In the United States, here's the impacts made in preparations, impacts made in reference to Milton today. Today, 19 confirmed tornadoes touched. Earlier today, 19 confirmed tornadoes touched down in Florida. At least 2 tornadoes moved across I-75 ahead of landfall. Another tornado touched down in North Fort Myers around 1 p.m., causing extensive damage to the area. A likely tornado in Cocoa Beach ripped off the roof of a Wells Fargo bank. At 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which would be at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the National Hurricane. At 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the National Weather Service post in Miami, which covers much of South Florida, reported that they had issued 55 tornado warnings and confirmed 9 tornadoes on a preliminary basis. The county sheriff confirmed multiple fatalities, and a county spokesperson for St. Lucie County has confirmed that dozens of homes have been damaged from a large tornado near Fort Pierce. Key West saw a large decline in commercial activity as a result of Milton and the closure of the port of Key West. About 125 homes were destroyed before Milton made landfall, and more than 1.5 million people were left without power. Also today in the Bahamas, the Bahamas Department of Meteorology reported that a likely downburst occurred on Nassau. The strong winds caused roof damage and an injury. So that's what was caused by what's being associated with Milton on this Wednesday. So again, Milton has made landfall as a Category 3 hurricane. And shows signs that now of course Milton is not the only tropical storms we're dealing with in the midst of this unusually active season. Excuse me. So here's the very latest with Milton as of right now. So Milton has shown signs of finally weakening from what was after making landfall as a Category 3 hurricane. Milton has now weakened to a Category 2. So as of right now, at the moment, Milton is no longer considered a major. Milton is no longer considered it no longer considers itself a major hurricane. So Hurricane Milton is currently located approximately 60 miles from Orlando, Florida. And of course, so Hurricane Milton, a Category 2 storm, is currently located. Hurricane Milton, a Category 2 storm, is currently located approximately 60 miles from Orlando, Florida. So Milton is 60 miles away from Orlando. It has surpassed the Tampa, St. Petersburg, Tampa metro area. Of course, yeah. Its maximum sustained winds are 100 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 120 miles per hour. The system is moving from the east-northeast at 16 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is at 28.53 inches of mercury with 966 millibars. So parts of Florida is So I'm going to go in and show you a map of all what's being associated with Milton. Now, of course, this is the map of this is where the tropical storm and hurricane watches and warnings are being associated with, of course. So the greatest threats will be flooding. So now here's where like real Milton is most likely impacted. It's flash flood warning, storm surge warning, hurricane warning. So there's a flash flood warning being centered from Tampa all the way to Orlando, and of course eventually should cross over into Daytona Beach. Also, this is a flash flood versus a tropical storm warning. Hurricane warning is like from Sarasota. From storm surge warning is within the Sarasota area, and of course Melbourne is what's being focused with a hurricane warning. So let us continue to pray for our condolences, families, and friends as they being largely associated with, or being affected by Milton. And currently, Leslie is a category is another storm. So here's the very latest. Now here's the very latest with another potential another storm that's in the tropics, and that's, of course, the name of this storm is Leslie. Hurricane Leslie is currently a Category 1 hurricane. Hurricane Leslie is a Category 1 storm that is currently located approximately 945 miles from the northern Leeward Islands. Maximum sustained winds are 90 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 115 miles per hour. The system is moving from the northwest at 12 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is at 29 inches of mercury even with 982 millibars. So we still have we still have the very monster and notorious Milton alongside Leslie. So Leslie and Milton are the two remaining storms that continue to remain active in the tropics. So our condolences, thoughts, and prayers go out to the victims, go out to all who are being affected by Milton. Now let's come back home and talk about your weather here. So tonight, with clear skies, we're forecasting bottom out at what seems to be our coolest temperature of the season so far. Tonight, of course, will be another light jacket wearing weather. So of course, over hundreds and hundreds of miles away from Milton, is where everything is so chaotic. We come to our weather here, which is much calmer and much nicer tonight. As we are forecasting environment with clear skies, so no weather worries here. Just it's just a seasonally cool, crisp night. Another seasonally cool, crisp fall night is upon us as we are forecasting about 56 degrees with clear skies, with the northeast wind at 4 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain. So it should be a dry evening. It should be remaining dry for us overnight. Tomorrow, going to your Thursday, so expect a latter start to the second half of the week. Expect to start to the second half of the week. Another very warm day with plenty of sunshine but again, we're seeing the return of above normal temperatures again. It's been nice for us to fall into the 50s the past few. Of course, now unfortunately, we are forecast to see high temperatures reaching the 90-degree mark. So and of course, fortunately, hopefully, we should be done with seeing temperatures reaching back close to 90. I know, but definitely some, but even cooler weather could be on much cooler weather could be on the way soon. I'll let you guys know when much cooler temperatures do arrive. But tomorrow, going to your Thursday, not so fall-like, with another very warm day with plenty of sunshine, high temperature of 90 degrees, with the north wind at 7 miles per hour, and of course no rain is expected. So of course the lack of rainfall is causing concern to drought conditions in the area. So we're forecasting amount into anywhere between the mid to upper 50s and low 60s. So skies are to remain clear overnight. So we start out tomorrow morning, temperature 57 degrees with clear skies. 9 a.m. tomorrow with sunshine, we should be at 66 degrees. Noon tomorrow with sunshine, we should be up to 81 degrees. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with sunshine, we should be up to 89 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with sunshine, we should be up to 85 degrees. 9 p.m. tomorrow night with clear skies, we should be down to 73 degrees. So, and of course, it should be another nice fall day, despite despite the unusually warm temperatures. So it should be another nice warm day, despite the unusually warm temperatures. Now here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. After a low temperature night of 56 degrees with skies clearing overnight, tomorrow it should be a very warm. Tomorrow should be a very warm day for us with plenty of sunshine. High of 90, low of 58. Winds will be from the north at 7 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain to impact your Thursday. So another very warm day as we're starting to see the return of unusually warm temperatures tomorrow going into your Thursday. High of 90, low of 58. Winds will be from the north at 7 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Friday, of course, expect similar conditions. Another very warm day with plenty of sunshine as we close out the work week. High of 90, low of 60. Winds will be from the east-southeast at 6 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Now going to your Saturday, it's remaining very warm with plenty of sunshine. Similar to, also going to your Saturday, we should start the weekend off on a rather unusually warm note. So the upcoming weekend is looking to be unusually hot with the high of 92, low of 64. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Sunday, of course, we are likely, it will be a blazing hot, it will be blazing sunshine and hot. Not a hot day for us going to your Sunday. So Sunday we could likely either tie or break a record. With the high of 97, low of 67. Winds will be from the southwest at 9 miles per hour, and we're not expecting any rain to impact your Sunday. So, and of course, we go into your Monday. We start next. So Sunday we are likely to break Sunday's record high is 92. So we are likely to break that record high by 5 to easily surpass the record high going into your Sunday. So Sunday we could close out the weekend dealing with very late season heat. High of 97, low of 67. Winds will be from the southwest at 9 miles per hour. Chance, and of course, no rain is expected. Then of course, Monday it will be very warm with plenty of sunshine. High of 88, very warm with abundant sunshine as we head into the start of next week. Do not forget, next Monday, October 14th, is Columbus Day. High of 88, low of 56. Winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain not more than 10%. And also going to your Tuesday. Now here comes the cold for us that we expected. Now by the time we get towards the middle of next week, we're finally going to see temperatures a bit more reasonable for fall. It will be partly cloudy and partly cloudy and mild. Partly cloudy, not as warm, but mild and pleasant. High of 79, low of 49. It will be the first time since now 49 now the low temperature of 49 next Tuesday would be the lowest temperature we've seen since. Would be the lowest temperature we've seen since. That would be the lowest temperature we've seen since April. The coolest we've seen since April. So finally we start to see some 40s back. So definitely time for jacket or sweater. Definitely time to dig out jackets and maybe light sweaters heading into early next week. High of 79, low of 49. Winds will be from the northeast at 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%. By the time we get toward the middle of next week, expect plenty of sunshine. High of 80, low of 50. Winds will be from the northeast at 8 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Looks like the dry weather pattern will continue even as we wrap up towards the end of next week. with plenty of sunshine, with highs in the mid-80s by Thursday. Expect an abundance of sunshine, but another brief cool down by next Friday, which is the 18th, and highs in the upper 70s, and then another sharp, rapid warm-up will soon follow as we get into the Saturday, to the start of next week, and highs in the upper 80s with sunshine. Now, I did promise you guys in last night's video that we would finally have returning at least minimal rain chances as we head toward the middle of next week. But tonight, with the changes, that now indicates that tonight, once again, much in the next 7 to 10 days is looking rain-free, which is once again concerning drought conditions in the area. So we need some rain, but hopefully within the next tropical disturbance to the remnants of our next tropical disturbance could drop us some, could send us some clouds and rain that could kind of help things out. So one thing exactly for sure is we need one thing totally for sure is that we need the rain. We do. So looks like much of the next 7 to 10 days is looking rather dry, and of course high temperatures will remain mostly in the low 90s. Both, of course, we should go into both tomorrow and your Friday with high temperatures at 90 degrees even. It gets a little warmer and of course it gets much warmer for the weekend, for Saturday and Sunday, with highs still in the low 90s for Saturday, but we should be in the mid to upper 90s for Sunday. Looks like Sunday is going to be the hottest we've seen. Sundays looks like it could be the last of our very hot days we've experienced so far this year. It's October, it's fall, and of course, in a way, this time of year, it is supposed to feel like fall. It is supposed to feel like fall. So Sunday could be the last. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that after Sunday we do not see another run of 90-degree temperatures. And then by Monday, we'll start off next week on the warm note, but we'll be watching the cold front come through. That may give us a chance of a stray shower or two. That's why I put in those 10% rain chances both Monday, but we give us a cold front, a stronger cold front. It may come invade the area early next week, and that will lower your high temperature in the upper 70s by Tuesday, and we should be close to 80 by the middle of next week. So finally, upper 40s to low 50s is what's forecast. Some real fall temperatures could be on the way toward the middle of next week. By this time next week, we should see temperatures, even cooler temperatures in the mid upper 70s to 80s. So the month of October has been off to a totally warm and dry start with highs in the 90s each day, with the exception of both yesterday and today. And rain chances are still not looking all that great, but the highest rain chance. So we will continue to remain completely dry through at least Sunday. Of course, I have small rain chances. That's going to be associated with the cold front. That's going to come. That will lower high temperature. That will lower your temperatures come early next week. 10% for both Monday and Tuesday. And we're back to dry conditions beginning Wednesday. That will last toward basically the remainder of next week. And of course, I will keep you guys up to date with the very latest on what is happening with Hurricane Milton, as it has made landfall as a Category 3 storm earlier this evening. So it is definitely one for the record books. So this is like at least the second or third storm to impact any portions of the state of Florida so far this season. So we just have to see what's next. And of course, here are top trending stories according to Yahoo.com for Wednesday, October 9th. Here are the top 10 for today. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Ratan Tata, Tropicana implodes. Okay. How about the top 5? Lieutenant Dan Tampa, former President Donald Trump, TikTok, Dodgers versus Padres. That's the Major League Baseball postseason, and of course Hurricane Milton. And NFL week 6. Well, NFL week 6 will mark its debut tomorrow night. So week 6 of the 2024 NFL season begins tomorrow night between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks in that game. And this game will begin at 7:15 tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. on Amazon Prime. And of course, the New Orleans Saints will be home to host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this coming Sunday at noon. Also, the Dallas Cowboys are at home to host the Detroit Lions at 3:25 p.m. Sunday night football matchup on NBC will be between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Monday night football will take place at 7:15 p.m. on ESPN between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Now, of course, both undefeated teams in the league will have their bye week. The Kansas City Chiefs and also the Minnesota Vikings, both the only two teams in the NFL that are undefeated so far. And of course, a preview of your college football for this coming Saturday. Excuse me. Of course, 7th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide will host South Carolina this coming Saturday at 11. And also, I think tomorrow night I will have the and of course, the LSU Tigers will be at home to host Ole Miss in a Saturday evening in a primetime matchup. This game will be televised on ABC on ABC this coming Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. 13th ranked LSU Tigers will return home. 13th ranked LSU will return home to host the 9th ranked Ole Miss Rebels this coming Saturday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. And it will be nationally televised on ABC. So LSU will have a primetime matchup this coming Saturday as they host Ole Miss at 6:30 p.m. And it will be televised on ABC. Also, 18th ranked Oklahoma will be at home to host. 18th ranked Oklahoma will be at home to host the top ranked undefeated team, the Texas Longhorns, this coming Saturday at 2:30 p.m. on ABC. That will be the SEC game of the week. Later on this coming Saturday will feature Ole Miss and LSU. That will just about all that I want to share with you. All that I have for you guys in tonight's video. And tomorrow night I will have the very latest with the aftermath on what's next with Hurricane Milton in tomorrow night's video, as well as another end of the week / another preview of another very warm and dry week. Could be a rather unusually hot and dry week set up. And I'll have the very latest of what to expect within next week's cold front. But that's my video for you guys on this Wednesday night. Sorry so late. I know it's close to midnight. And hopefully I can start a bit earlier. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.